I'm looking for the banchan. Like, I need the kimchi. Whenever I'm talking to people, no matter where they're from, I'm always like, like shake their hands and do the like bow. Because I've been in Korea for so long, it's like embedded inside of me. Was that guy over there trying to rip me off? I hear sometimes Koreans get scammed in the real estate market. After living in Korea for almost 14 years, there are so many things that Korea has done to change my life. Sometimes you don't even really know that you've been changed until you leave Korea and you interact with people from different cultures and ethnicities. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about how Korea has really changed me, and I can now really see it when I'm traveling around the world to different places. One of the ways Korea has really changed me is in my mannerisms. I remember going to the United States, visiting my friends and family, and whenever I would like meet people, I would always like shake their hands, or like when we're doing like our dap or whatever, like I would always first like shake their hands and do the like bow and hold my arm with my other hand like they do in Korea. And it's just like, yo, my friends are asking me like, yo, what are you doing? We don't shake hands like that here. We don't greet each other like that here in America. And I was like, yeah, that's true, but I mean, I've been in Korea for such a long time, like I don't know how not to act otherwise. So another mannerism that I do because I've been in Korea for so long is I'm always like bowing to people, even when I go to different countries besides America, or you know, like in China or Japan or places. I'm always like, when I meet someone, oh hi, like how are you doing? Like, oh yeah. And people are just like, you know, we don't bow in this country. Even when I was in Kazakhstan, whenever I met like new people, I had the urge to bow, and I forgot I didn't need to do that because I've been in Korea for so long, it's like embedded inside of me. Another mannerism that I picked up here that I take with me wherever I go is the notorious So whenever I'm talking to people, no matter where they're from, I'm always like, just like the Koreans. Koreans are always like, for an affirmation of something. And the funny thing about it is that when traveling with my friend Zach and other people from Korea, or who have lived in Korea for a long period of time, wherever we go, whenever we're talking to each other, we're always like, because we've been in Korea for so long that like it just, you know, it's ingrained inside of us now, just all of these little mannerisms. Like even when I'm in the United States and I'm answering questions and stuff, I'm always like, because it's like, that's how I learned to do it. That's how I've been living for like the last almost 14 years. And sometimes I catch myself, sometimes I don't. So it's always funny when other people, especially those who don't see me after like many years, they're always mentioning like, Francois, like, what are you doing? Like, what is this? Another thing that changed me a lot being here in Korea is the need for banchan. I always have to have banchan with my food. Banchan is like side dishes that you get with your regular meal in Korea. So let's say I order like a steak or something. Banchan would be like the kimchi, the radish, the bean sprouts, all of the little side dishes that come with the dish, or excuse me, come with the main dish. So even when I travel to other countries, I'm always like feeling not as full as I would be here in Korea because I'm looking for the banchan. Like I need the kimchi, I need the bean sprouts, and most assuredly, I need the rice. I'm always looking for the rice. Like if I'm having a meal, I'm like, where's the rice? I wasn't even a big rice eater when I was in the States or in France. I didn't eat rice so much. But when I came to Korea, you know, after having it for such a long period of time, you begin to miss it. You're like, yo, you're serving me this food and it looks nice, it looks pretty, but where the rice at? You know, I need that rice. Another thing that really caught my attention that I didn't realize that Korea had changed me, like really, Korea really instilled this in me. And I'm not saying, you know, this is the best thing about Korea or this is the worst thing about another country, or when I'm traveling in another country, I'm always like thinking, and I'm always holding that country, not always holding the country, but I'm always thinking like, you know, the facilities or the modes of transportation that I take would be similar or on the same grade or on par with that of Korea. For instance, when I was traveling in Kazakhstan and in Kyrgyzstan, got the bus from Almaty to, where was I going? Oh, Bishkek. And when I'm thinking bus, when they told me I would need to take the bus there, I'm thinking like the bus that I would take in Korea. It would be a really big bus. It would be luxurious. It would be, you know, full of air conditioner and very, very clean. And just the riding experience would be nice. And I'm not saying the riding experience wasn't nice. It was just, it wasn't like Korea. Like it wasn't the same. It didn't feel the same. And the bus definitely wasn't air conditioned. Facilities weren't up to the standards that I'm used to in Korea. And again, I'm not saying that another country needs to have the same standards as Korea. It's just, I got used to like thinking that, okay, if I'm gonna get on the bus, this bus is gonna be like this, and that. I'm walking around the supermarket. I don't even know what I want. Can't even remember why I came in here. I was just talking my butt off and I just forgot everything that I wanted. Yo, has that ever happened to you? Like you go into the store expecting to get one thing and then you get like tons of stuff? I spent way more money than I thought. And actually that's another thing that has changed me in Korea, or Korea has changed about me. And that is not worrying about like prices. Because I live a very comfortable life here in Korea. I have a great job, pays well. I live in a nice neighborhood that's not expensive, but it's clean and comfortable at the same time. So I have a lot of resources. When I go to the grocery store, when I go to restaurants, I don't even look at the prices. I just like give the card or pay with my phone. I think that's actually a worrying or something that could be very troublesome, because when I'm going to other countries, I should be more or pay more attention to, you know, what I'm buying. But because I live in Korea, because I have such a wonderful life here in Korea, like seriously, I never pay attention to like what I'm spending. And of course I'm able to save money and things like that. I'm not like completely cavalier with my finances, but just now when I went to the market, I just got everything that I needed. The price came up, I didn't even look at it. I just handed the phone with my bank card to the cashier, and I got what I needed. I know everyone's not in the same financial situation that I am, or that I'm in. And I'm not by any means rich or anything like that. I'm just saying that by me living here in Korea, because my life is so comfortable here, like I don't pay attention to like anything as far as like price is concerned. You know, small things. Of course, I can't go out and just like buy a car or you know, buy an airplane or something like that. But in the same vein of finances, Korea has taught me a lot about paying attention to what I spend my money on. So even though I said that I can go to like the supermarket or restaurants and just buy whatever I want, or not buy whatever I want, not pay attention to the price of things that I buy when I'm at those places, still being here in Korea has taught me to like really pay attention to where I'm placing my funds. I guess this is also something that is connected to like an age thing. Like the older you get, the more mature you become, hopefully, the more wise you become. So yeah, being here in Korea, I have comfortable living, but I'm always reminded that, Francois, you are in another country. You are in a foreign country, and you know, this is not your place. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what kind of emergencies are gonna beset you. So you need to make sure that you have the finances to take care of emergencies whenever they happen. I had surgery here in Korea, so I'm expecting, you know, to pay thousands and thousands of dollars for my surgery, but the surgery was so cheap. At the same time, I was reminded that I had to take an MRI that was pretty pricey, then I had to get surgery, and then I had to get medicine that would help me heal after the surgery, and then I had to get other things after the surgery to take care of my body. So those things kind of add up. And especially being in another country, you never want to be in a situation where you don't have the funds to take care of your health. I've actually had a number of times when I had to go to the hospital because of a sports-related injury. One time my knee, there was something that was locking my knee. We found out that there was fluid inside, so the doctor took like a big syringe and he put it between the joint in my knee and just sucked all of the fluid out, which was quite weird. But I needed an MRI for that, and MRIs in Korea can be pretty costly, upwards to 800,000 won, which is like, I don't know, maybe $725 or something like that. If I would have like spent all of my money, if I were too cavalier with my finances, like a lot of other foreigners here are, going to party all the time, not taking care of the necessities, then I could have been, as I like to say in many videos, SOL. Sorry I'm talking so much and not showing a lot in the video. It's just that I'm in the same area that I'm usually in, and I think you've all seen my park before. So seriously, after being here for a long time, and I never really did this in the United States, but definitely here in Korea, and that is to make sure I look for the best possible price there is. And you're like, Francois, you just said that you can go to restaurants and you can go to the supermarket and you can buy whatever you want and not have to worry about the price. Yeah, that is true. However, if I'm buying, bigger objects, more pricier objects like phones or computers or camera equipment, I've learned that here in Korea, there's always a better deal. But here in Korea, you can just go like next door to the shop, right next door, and find a better deal for the same object that you're looking for, the same product that you're looking for. One instance would be luggage. I was looking for carry-on to take to Kazakhstan. And I went to a luggage place downtown in the heart of Seoul. And I saw one luggage that I liked and it was a bit pricey. So I went to the next store that was right next door and I saw the same luggage and it was like 20,000 won cheaper. But at the same time, even though the luggage was a bit cheaper than it was at the other store, it made me think like, wait a second, if the luggage is cheaper here and it's the same brand, everything, like, was that guy over there trying to rip me off? So it just made me realize that I need to be on the lookout for people who are trying to scam me. And I don't think it's just me. I don't even think it's just because I'm a foreigner living here. I think it's also happening to Koreans. I hear sometimes from my coworker, especially, how Koreans get scammed in the real estate market. And by the way, if you're scamming people, man, please stop that. There is no reason why you should scam people. I know humans are greedy. I know there's a bit of avarice in all of us, but seriously, scamming people, why do that? Why would you do that? Don't do that. Don't scam people. Another thing, I think this is the last thing that I'll mention. The last thing is I've gotten used to, in Korea, things running very quickly. I go shopping, or when I'm going to the airport, or when I'm traveling in Korea, I'm expecting for service to be very, very fast. I'm expecting to be able to go, if I'm at a bus station, pick up my ticket really quickly, get on the bus, no problem. I'm expecting to be able to buy my KTX train ticket, get on the KTX very quickly and go. I'm expecting for the bus to move quickly. I'm expecting for the train to move quickly. I'm expecting to go to the tax office. I'm expecting to go to the immigration office, and things moving very quickly if I have all of my paperwork, of course. I compare that to how I lived or how things were in France. There's just like no comparison. I lived in a city called Châteauroux, and it was in the center region of France. But for some reason, I needed to go to like so many different cities in order to get paperwork. I had to go to Orléans, which is in the north. I had to go to Tours. I had to go even to Paris one time to get paperwork, just to bring it all back down to the center region of France, to my town. And I'm just like, why do I have to do all of this stuff? Why is it so slow, by the way? Why does it take weeks and weeks for me to get paperwork that I need to get my carte de séjour, my residency card, where as here in Korea, I can get all of these things very, very quickly. So yeah, Korea changed me in so many ways, especially my mannerisms, as I mentioned at the beginning. Like if my Korean was much better, I think I could actually pass for a Korean person, because like when I'm in a situation where there are only Koreans, like I know how to put on my Korean mask. I know how to like speak with the Korean tone, and I'm not like hyping myself up or anything like that, but it's like I know how to be a chameleon in many different places. And this is just not me. A lot of my friends also here in Korea, we know how to survive here. We know in which situations we need to be a foreigner and which situations we need to act as Korean as possible. So Korea, I guess, has really improved my survival skills. Like even when I was in France, I was told that I know how to survive. Like I know how to put on the mask of a French person. But here in Korea, it's like, it's gone to another level. Like because I lived here, I really understand how to live in different environments and different situations. I'm sure Korea has changed me in other ways. I just can't think of any right now. I guess that's another epistemological argument. Things you don't know that you know. Or things you don't know that you don't know. One of those. But anyways, let me know if you're in Korea, if if you lived in Korea or if you visited Korea, has Korea changed you in any way? So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. This was just a little, I guess, vlog to kind of, you know, talk to you in a very personal way, not to have a heavy topic, but just to, you know, shoot the shit with you, as the young people would say in the elder days. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching. Love you guys. Make sure you stay hydrated. It's still hot here in Korea. I love you as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace. Boom. That's a new one for you.